Since so many Trump voters voted for him without really understanding what his policies were or what would actually happen, I thought every week or two I would circle back and find out, like, how you feeling about how things are going so far? So we're about a week into Trump, and just curious, how you feeling, guys? I'm going to talk about just a couple of the top lines from the last 4 days and see if you're feeling optimistic about where our country is headed now that you made the choice that you made. And this is just going to be the smallest sampling, just a little taste. Start with the fact that Trump commuted the sentences or pardoned 1,500 people who attended the January 6th insurrection. Many of them were extremely violent and attacked police officers horribly. Just curious, first of all, how you feel about that? You good with that? Especially considering that now all of these violent criminals are roaming the streets where they will commit more violent crimes. Hopefully not against someone you love, but you never know. Mass deportations are about to start, and Trump has told ICE that they can raid schools and churches, among other places. Are you good with that? Trump has reversed Biden's executive order that lowered drug prices for millions of people on Medicare. Does that make you happy? He's pulled us out of the Paris Accord, and he's reversing every single climate provision that he can. He's not doing that because he doesn't believe in climate change. He's doing it because fossil fuel industries have purchased him. So your well-being, not as important as theirs. He signed executive orders that will gut education programs, freezing funding that was already supposed to be fully allocated for projects related to the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Act. Do you know what that means? It means bridges and tunnels and roads won't be built, airports won't be improved, and people who had jobs, who were manufacturing things, are going to have those jobs yanked out from under them. Remember the Office of Gun Violence Prevention that Biden finally opened that was such a victory? Well, Trump has shut that down. He's sending 1,500 active military troops down to our border. We have troops at our border now. The White House webpage for the Constitution is gone. There is a 404 error page there. Also, all communications to the public from the White House in Spanish gone. Farm workers are already not showing up to work, and this means that food prices are about to go up stratospherically. We already know that egg prices have gone up 37% this year. Guess what? That's mostly because of the avian flu. And guess what else? That's not going to get any better now because Trump has also pulled us out of the WHO and directed all federal health agencies to pause external communications. In other words, we will no longer get information about what's happening with the bird flu or any other sickness from the CDC or any other government institution. We're blacked out. Trump just said a few days ago he wants to get rid of FEMA, like completely. I could give you more, but literally there is not time on this video to list all of the things that Trump has done this week to attack the United States and its Constitution and its citizens. And I'm legitimately asking, how do you feel? Because if you feel like maybe this wasn't what you signed up for, I'm going to beg you to start paying attention to politics and use your vote for good. Because this is not the future any of us want, but when you vote without knowing what you're voting for, this is the future you'll get.